So I have been talking to you about the fact that I see a health coach for my insurance, and so anyway, if you're a new subscriber, I'm just going to start at the beginning. And for my current subscribers, I never even told you guys my starting weight, and I'm going to talk about that. This video will go out before my weekly weight loss vlogs, because this will take me hardly any time in editing and processing to do, so that will probably go out today, which is Friday, whereas my weekly weight loss vlogs take me about 5 hours in editing and processing. So this is the big confession I made during my weekly vlogs to you guys. A reason I was so nervous about this weigh-in, because for those of you that have been following me, I have not weighed in since the little less than 6 weeks ago, when I was able to start adding exercise and a better diet into my routine because I was off of fertility drugs. So the one thing I've never talked about is the weight, where I was at before. And a big thing that I even kept from my husband was, again, for new subscribers, I'm going to try to go through this pretty fast. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had lost a ton of weight before we started trying to have a baby, almost 80 pounds. And then as soon as I went off my birth control, like right away, I started gaining weight and gaining weight. And over the past 2 years of us trying to have a baby, I have gained all of it back and then some. And I got to the point where I was almost 300 pounds recently. I think it was probably in January or December when I realized that I had gotten so huge, and I didn't tell my husband because I was so embarrassed, and I didn't know what was going on with my body, and I didn't know that I needed something to regulate my hormones. I had no idea. And so I was living in literally yoga pants and hiding my body with clothes, and I don't think anyone knows that I was actually that close to 300, like almost 300 pounds. Like, I don't think anyone knows that, because I'm very good at like finding clothes that will cover my body and make me look thinner. So anyway, moving forward, in February, I was put on a medication to help me regulate my hormones for me to start losing weight, because at the time I really hadn't changed my diet. I was still eating a pretty healthy diet for most people. I was still exercising. When I hit that, realized what weight I was at, I really bumped up my exercising. And I think about the time my husband and I weighed in, I had lost probably 15 to 20 pounds, if not more. I can't remember exact numbers, when he and I weighed in together. And then from that point, my doctors gave me metformin, and I was so sick from fertility drugs. I was on my couch all the time, or throwing up, or just feeling miserable. So I didn't really cook that much. My husband had to cook, which in other words means macaroni and cheese or pizza or something. He can cook a few things. He has his chicken dish. It's pretty good. But for the most part, we weren't eating fresh, healthy foods. It was a lot of frozen stuff. And I was like literally either in bed or on the couch all the time, sick from the fertility medicine. And even though I wasn't exercising and stuff, I still lost 30 pounds. So I guess that was my hormones readjusting themselves. So since then, since that time, and I went through 4 months of treatment for fertility stuff, I basically lost 30 pounds then, plus the weight I had lost when I was close to, and I haven't sat down and calculated all this, but the weight I had lost when I was close to 300 pounds. And then today at my appointment, I found out that I have lost 12 more pounds, which would be about 2 pounds per, like 2 pounds per week, because it was a little less than 6 weeks. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. I was hoping for like 15 or 20, because I've been able to lose weight so fast in the past, but you know, I'm older now, I guess, and it's just not going to happen that fast. And my health coach said that that's a healthy amount to lose in 1 week. You know, it's not something that you're gonna, usually when you lose weight really fast, you put it back on easily. So this was the first weigh-in we had. It's on one of those scales that does body fat and all that. And I was at this point, 253. And my BMI was 39, which is, I'm sure, obese or morbidly obese or whatever. And my fat percent was 52. Fat mass was 133. I don't really know how these work, so I'm just trying to read off what's on this piece of paper. Okay. Then today, my weight was 241, and my BMI was 37 rather than 39.8. So I guess it means I've lost a good amount of fat, because it was 39.6 less than 6 weeks ago, and now it's 37.8. I went from fat percentage from 52 to 51%. And whatever fat mass is, I went from 133 to my fat mass being 123. So I don't really know if those numbers are good or whatever. I just know, like, losing weight's good. So sorry, I'm trying to stay in, like, not go into a place that's not lit well. So yeah, that's the update. I wanted to do this. I don't want this video to get too long, so I can get it processing and editing today. And I just want to let you guys know that that is how the weigh-in went. Like I said, I was kind of hoping for better, but when I sat down and realized that I've lost like 50-something pounds since the beginning of the, well, not even the beginning of the year. I think it was like January when I was like, January 1st when I was like, yes, the beginning of the year, and I was like, what in the hell? Because I was so embarrassed. We had talked about like weighing in together. I did not want him to know that I was like close to 300 pounds. So, yeah, that's my update. I hope you guys are doing well, and yeah, just let me know how you guys are doing if you're following my weight loss journey in the comment box below. And if you got here by Googling weight loss or something like that on YouTube, subscribe to me here. All right, bye y'all.